Okay. Physiogeography locations. This is entirely from your first chapter only. First chapter on topic. As people already know that your first chapter, physiogeography locations, so that whatever the India is there, got divided into so many locations. The first one is your Himalayas. The first one is your Himalayas. The second one is Indo-Gangetic Plains. The second one is Indo-Gangetic Plains, and the third one is a peninsular plateau. The third one is a peninsular plateau. Uh, Fourth one is your desert. Fourth one is a desert. Fifth one is coastal plains. Fifth one is coastal plains, and the sixth one is islands. The last one is islands. So these are your six physiogeography locations. One is the Himalayas. Second one is the Indo-Gangetic Plains. Third one is Peninsula Plateau. Fourth is desert. Fifth is coastal plains, and the sixth is islands. So why I'm telling you all these things, because map pointing perspective lo దీంట్లోకి వెళ్ళి అడిగే chances is very very high. Map pointing locations, so దీంట్లోకి వెళ్ళి అడిగే chances చాలా ఉన్నాయి. First, second, he may even ask you on the name of the states, and third and most important thing, he may even ask you on the name of the rivers. ఒకటేమో ఈ six things మీద అడిగే chances ఉన్నాయి. Second thing is the states గురించి అడిగే chances ఉన్నాయి. Third is the rivers గురించి అడిగే chances ఉన్నాయి. దేంట్లో అడిగే chances ఉన్నాయంటే in your respective India map. India map లో all these things are there. And I already completed your states topic. States ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉన్నాయి ఒకసారి go and see your video again. And today I will be mostly discussing about all these features, ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయి ఈ locations ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో those from your map perspective. And one more class I have to take for the rivers. Some of the important rivers are there: Godavari, Narmada, Tapi. All these river locations, he will definitely ask you one river to map point on your map. So I will try to take one another class to discuss the rivers. And after all this is completed, we'll go and see your respective world map. We'll try to. Most probably today and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll be completing all these things. And for the Vinay, whatever you are having your doubts, please try to ask me later. Definitely, I will give the clarification. Ratri, even at whatever the time you ask me, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, then also I will try to turn on my Zoom app and we'll discuss all the doubts regarding your sources. So as of now, let us discuss about all this topic. Is my voice is clear? Simply raise your hands or just turn on your mic and tell me that yes, voice is clear. Okay. Okay. So with the problems,
yes, okay, sir.
Doubts ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అని తర్వాత డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. So first of all, let me complete the map pointing. So I will try to come with the bottom, that is first of all with the islands. I will try to start with your islands. కిందకెళ్ళి పైనకి వెళ్ళడానికి ట్రై చేద్దాం. So islands, there are two. Rohit, don't write on the screen. So the islands are there are two islands are there. You probably know. One is called as Lakshadweep Islands. One is called as Lakshadweep Islands, and the other one is called as Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Other one is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So very simple. This whatever the group of these islands that you are seeing here. So this is actually your Arabian Sea. Always remember the left side of the India. The whatever this entire water thing is there, that is called as the Arabian Sea. And the right side, whatever of this entire thing is there, that is called as a Bay of Bengal. It is called as a Bay of Bengal. Very simple. Left side is called as the Arabian Sea. Definitely, map pointing low. Adige chances unai. This thing is called as the Arabian Sea. And on the right side of your India map, whatever this thing is there, whatever these entire areas are there, they are called as the Bay of Bengal. So Arabian Sea low, especially at this part, whatever this area is there, this area in the Arabian Sea, this area is called as the Lakshadweep Islands. It's called as the Lakshadweep Islands. Whatever these islands are there in the, so map pointing is simple. I have seen so many number of people getting confused. Lakshadweep Islands, ekkadunayante India lo, ekkadno akkadekkado పెట్టడానికి ట్రై చేస్తారు. Very simple. The island, మీరన్నా కొంచెం మైండ్ లో పెట్టుకోండి. These are islands. Which means these are the lands which are surrounded on the four sides by the water. సో అట్లాంటిది ఎక్కడ ఉండే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయంటే సో ట్రై టు కీప్ సమ్వేర్ హియర్ దిస్ ఎంటైర్. సో ఇక్కడ మీరు ఈ మొత్తం లైక్ యూ హావ్ టు పాయింట్ అవుట్ దిస్ ఎంటైర్ థింగ్ అండ్ యూ హావ్ టు రైట్ డౌన్ ఇస్ Lakshadweep Islands. So present in the Arabian Sea. And when it comes to your right side, this exactly all this, if you go to this right side, these group of islands, these group of islands is called as a Andaman and a Nicobar Islands. The upper part, this entire upper part is called as Andaman. This upper part is called. Sometimes he may ask you point out Andaman. Paina unna islands, these are Andaman. Kinda unna group of islands, these are called as a Nicobar Islands. Two group of islands are there. Upper part, upper side is called as a Andaman. Paina unna whatever these areas are there, this group is called as Andaman. And the bottom side, whatever these things are there, it is called as a Nicobar. So these two group of islands you have to remember. Sometimes he will ask you the questions indirectly that try to find out the islands present in the Bay of Bengal. He will not have seen the questions. He will not directly ask you to point out Andaman and Nicobar Islands, but he will ask you try to find out the islands in the Bay of Bengal. If it is getting asked like that, then you have to go to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. If right side Kelly point out Jalan Prayandi, or else if he will ask you find out the islands present in the Arabian Sea, means that is the Lakshadweep Islands. Or sometimes the questions can also be asked in map pointing indirect. He will ask you to try to find out islands which are of coral origin. Coral origin ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ islands ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాయి find out చేయబోతుంది. Or else he will ask you try to find out the islands which are volcanic in origin. He will simply ask you in the Indian map, point out the map, point out the area where, point out the islands which are volcanic in origin, or point out the areas which are coral in origin. Coral in origin. Two differences are there. Volcanic origin means these are the islands. The islands ఏ విధంగా ఫామ్ అయినాయంటే because of the volcanoes. Whenever the islands, whatever the islands which are formed because of the volcanoes, they are called as a volcanic islands. Whatever the islands which are formed because of the corals. Now you may ask me, sir, what are corals? Corals aim ledu. These are the things which can be found out in the water. Water low part. If this is your water, you choose water movies low. Water low part low. Certain plant species will be there. Certain plant species will be there. These plant species are chala ela nunchi for thousands of years nunchi accumulate, they will try to create their respective islands. So whatever the islands which are produced because of certain plant species in the water, they are called as coral in origin. And ఏవైతే islands volcanic నుంచి volcanoes నుంచి పుట్టినాయో దాన్ని volcanic islands అని అంటారు. So whenever you are asking coral islands, simply go and point out the Lakshadweep Islands. But directly you need to simply go because Lakshadweep Islands ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో they are totally formed because of the corals only. It is clearly given in your textbook that the whatever the Lakshadweep Islands are there, they are entirely formed because of the corals only. Corals, 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 so they form any. When it comes to your respect to Andaman and whatever these islands are there in the Bay of Bengal, they have been produced because of the respective volcanoes. Simple, very simple, deadly simple. He may ask you indirectly that Andaman and Nicobar Islands kakunda, if he is asking you, sir, what are the islands which are formed because of the volcanoes, means directly go and point out the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And not only these, other further from your Andaman and Nicobar Islands low, he will ask you try to find out these volcanoes also, Narkondam and Barren Islands. Narkondam and Barren Islands find out Jevan adutado. Just simply point out here. The north side, northeast low, these are the areas where the Narkondam and the Barren Islands are present. Just now I have told you, Andaman and Nicobar Islands పైన పార్ట్ ఏదైతుందో అండమాన్ అని పిలుస్తారు, కింద పార్ట్ ఏదైతుందో నికోబార్ అని పిలుస్తారు. నార్కొండమ్ అండ్ Barren Islands. These are the why. What is the special about these islands is that these islands consist of extinct volcanoes. These islands consist of extinct volcanoes. So Narkondam, Barren Islands ekkada unnayante just simply try to point out somewhere in the north. Andaman Islands ki north lo ekkadaina point out cheyadaniki try. Narkondam and the Barren Islands, these are the only islands in the India where the volcanoes are present. Narkondam and Barren Islands are the only islands in the India where the volcanoes are present. And the other most important point, clearly given in your textbook, southern most tip of the India. there is this point is there, question on the body, southern most tip of the India. Southern most tip of the India. ఒకవేళ మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ లో అడిగితే we simply need to go towards the Nicobar bottom ఇక్కడ. This area at the bottom is called as Indira Point. This area is called as the Indira Point. Nicobar ki bottom low, you are having a point called as the Indira Point, which has been submerged, during the 2004 tsunami. 2004 tsunami, whatever the thing is there, that has been totally. Now, answer everyone, is the map is visible for all of you? Just turn on your mic and tell me. Map visible unda?
It's visible, sir.
Undiga visible.
Kanyakumari, sir.
Kanyakumari, Kanyakumari will be, see, question ekkada ante Vinay, okkavela main India lo adugute. Main India lo. If the question is asked, like, what is the main India lo southernmost point area అని అడిగితే, then you can simply go and point out the Kanyakumari. This is at the bottom. Bottom lo you can directly point out at the Kanyakumari. But textbook lo oka point ichindo, you can go and see in your islands topic. Southernmost point of the India. Main India adu. Southernmost point, southernmost tip of the India means that is a Indira Point present in the respective Nicobar Islands. Nicobar Islands in the bottom low. That is a Indira Point low you will be finding out, which is submerged actually, which is not there right now. It has been totally submerged during the 2004 tsunami. So this is your islands. Koncham gurtunchukovalante, these are the like I have seen your last 5 years papers. They are getting asked indirect గా. మీ లక్ ఒకవేళ మంచిగా ఉంటే డైరెక్ట్ గా క్వశ్చన్ అడిగితే ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఇండైరెక్ట్ గా క్వశ్చన్ అడిగితే మాత్రం మీకు ఇందిరా కెనాల్ అవసరం లేదు, మనకు ఇందిరా పాయింట్ అడిగిండు. హీ జస్ట్ ఆస్క్ ద ఇందిరా పాయింట్ మధుసూదన్. హీ డిడ్ంట్ ఆస్క్ ద ఇందిరా కెనాల్. ఇందిరా కెనాల్స్ అంటే బొచ్చడు ఉన్న ఇండియాలో. యూ విల్ బి హ్యావింగ్ సో మెనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇందిరా కెనాల్స్. ఈ జస్ట్ సింప్లీ హ్యావింగ్ ద ఇందిరా పాయింట్. ఒక పాయింట్ ఉంది అండమాన్ నికోబార్ అని, నికోబార్ కింద పాయింట్, which is submerged, మునిగిపోయింది 2004 tsunami. As of now it is not it, because why I'm telling, because it is there in your textbook clear ichendo. And why I'm telling you all this things, because I have seen your last 5 years papers where he's asking the questions indirectly. Indirect ga endi adendi idendi etc. Or name the islands which are present in the Bay of Bengal. Name the islands which is present in the Arabian Sea. Name the islands which are coral in origin. Name the islands which are volcanic in origin, etc. In Narcondam and barren islands, these are the only islands which are extinct volcanoes are there. Simple. Narcondam and barren islands ekkada undante ikkada పోయి ఎక్కడో పెట్టకుండే, ఎందుకంటే ఇవి కోరల్స్ తో ఫామ్ అయినాయి, ఇవేమో వాల్కనోస్ తో ఫామ్ అయినాయి. పైన నార్త్ లో నార్కొండంలో N stands for north. Narcondam and barren islands are present in the respect to this. So you have to go through in this entire way. So the bottom one is completed. That is, islands are completed. I hope it is clear. Islands are completed. Second one from the bottom is the coastal plains. The second one from the next one is the coastal plains. Let me talk. So if you have any doubts, you can message me or you can turn on your mic and you can ask. Doubts. Indira canals aithe levu. Madhusudan, you are having so many number of canals. Canals are present in the main India. Canals are the things which connect one river to another river. ఒక రివర్ నుంచి ఇంకొక రివర్ కనెక్ట్ చేయడానికి కెనాల్స్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. సో యూఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ సో మెనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇందిరా కెనాల్స్ లైక్ దట్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్ యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ రైట్ నౌ. వి జస్ట్ సింప్లీ కంప్లీటెడ్ యువర్ శ్రీలంక లాగా. రోహిత్, శ్రీలంక ఇప్పుడు అవసరం లేదు.
శ్రీలంక ఐలాండ్ లేకపోతే అది కంట్రీనా?
ఇప్పుడు వద్దు మన రోహిత్. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో ఇట్స్ నాట్ రిక్వైర్డ్. జస్ట్ సింప్లీ ఐలాండ్స్ మీద డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి. I will give the explanation to those doubts will later. Just simply
No doubt.
Okay. The next one is the coastal plains. The next topic is your coastal plains. The next one is the coastal plains. So we already know. First of all, try to understand the meaning of the word coastal plains. Coastal plus plains. Plains means flatlands. Plains means flatlands. Coastal means near to the sea. Coastal means near to the sea. మీన్స్ అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ఇండియాలో ప్లేన్స్ చాలా ఉన్నాయి, ఫ్లాట్ ల్యాండ్స్ చాలా ఉన్నాయి. If you go to the top of our country, we are having so many number of plains here. Ganga plains are there, you are having Brahmaputra plains are, you are having Indus plains are there. They are present in the central of the India, but these are the plains present in the coastal areas. coastal areas లో ఏవైతే plains ఉన్నాయో they are simply called as a see within the name itself only you can understand what are these things actually. These are the flat lands. Flat lands, మొత్తం land మొత్తం flat ఉంటది. Nothing will be there. No, there will be no mountains. There will be no hills. There will be nothing will be there. And these are the plains present in the coastal areas. So obviously, there are two coastal plains are there. Coastal plains ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో రెండు రకాల coastal plains ఉన్నాయని తెలుసు మీకు ఆల్రెడీ. Coastal plains are there. Coastal plains. Two coastal plains are there. One is called as the western coastal plains. Western coastal plains, and the other one is the eastern coastal plains. And we are not that much of dumb to not to know what is western and what is the eastern. Western ki eastern ki difference ఏందో తెలవాలంత మురుకులం అయితే కాదు మనము. So very simple, western coastal plains, these are the plains which are present in the western side of our India. Western side of our India, these are the plains which are present. See the red color pointing that I'm here pointing, these are the entire Muttam up to here. From this point to this point, these are the western plains. From the Odisha to the this entire whatever I'm drawing with the red pen, this entire thing is called as the eastern coastal plains. I mean, these are the plains which are present in the coastal areas. Coastal areas, so whatever this I have drawn here, this entire thing is called as a eastern coastal plains. This entire thing is called as a western coastal plains. So luckily enough, he will not ask you the questions, find out the western coastal plains in the eastern coastal plains and the find out Jemanadu. But the western coastal plains, as you people know, 2 or 4 marks question, where the western coastal plains are further divided into how many types? How many types? So western coastal plains, Konkana, తర్వాత ఏంది Canara, and the last Malabar. అండ్ సింపుల్ మా చెప్తున్న మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ తో పాటు మీ ఆన్సర్స్ కూడా రివిజన్ అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ, మీ టాపిక్ కూడా రివిజన్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ ఈస్టర్న్ కోస్టల్ ప్లేన్స్ యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ యువర్ ఉత్కల్, and you are having Sirkar or Sarkar, and you are having your Coromandel. I'm telling you now, this is your 2 marks 4 marks question. And map pointing, so map pointing low, he will not ask you what are western coastal plains, eastern coastal plains, but map pointing low he will definitely ask you to find out the Konkan plain ekkada undi, Canara plain ekkada undi, Malabar plain ekkada undi. Shortcut lo KCM గుర్తుంచుకోండి, KCM and UCC గుర్తుంచుకోండి. UCC right side, KCM for the western coastal plains, KCM, Konkan, Canara, Malabar, Utkal, Sarkar and Coromandel. So Konkan, where and where Konkan is present means it is present in Maharashtra and Goa and Maharashtra coastal plains ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, coastal areas ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, coastal areas. So this is your respective Maharashtra. Whatever I'm pointing right now, this is your Maharashtra. Pointing the coastal area up to the Goa. So this is the way you have to map point. The entire area, ikkada nunchi ikkada daka entire area point చేసి రాసి, you have to simply write down that this is an entire area is called as a Konkan area. Konkan coastal area and Rala. If the map pointing is getting asked like this, or else if he's asking you Canara is present in Karnataka, simply understand, I have told you in the class also, Karnataka language ఏదైతే ఉందో కన్నడ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఆ పేరు మీదనే Canara అనే పదం వచ్చింది. On that name only you got your Canara name. And you are having your banks also in Adilabad, you can go and find out the Canara Bank also. Adilabad lo meeku dokte Canara banks. So Canara coastal plain is present in the Karnataka. So just simply find out Karnataka coastal area ఏదైతే ఉందో మొత్తం దాన్ని మొత్తం దించడానికి ప్రయాణి coastal area, whatever this entire area. If the Canara coastal area is asked means you have to find out ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ దాకా మాత్రమే రాయాలా, మొత్తం ఇష్టం వచ్చింది కానీ ఏదో పడతారు రాసుకుంటూ పోకండి. And the last one is a Malabar. You already know Malabar is present in the Kerala, the God's own country. Malabar up to here, whatever this entire area is there, that is called as the Malabar. God's own country. Malabar is a coastal area present in the Kerala. God's own country lo, just try to remember all the things that I have said in the last class. Konkan, Canara and Malabar, western coastal plains. Questions can be asked definitely. Me 2 marks 4 marks lo adagachu, map pointing lo adagachu. Western coastal plains ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, how many types of western coastal plains are there means 3 types are there. One is Konkan, the other one is Canara, and the last one is the Malabar. Malabar is present in Kerala. There is a God's own country. And how you remember means Kerala. What is the language of Kerala again? Malayalam. Malayalam plus Malabar, same to same. Just try to కొంచెం గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. కేరళ లాంగ్వేజ్ మలయాళం అండ్ మాలాబార్ కోస్టల్ ప్లేన్ లో మాలా ఏదైతే ఉందో మాలా ప్లస్ బారా. సో జస్ట్ యూ ట్రై టు రిమెంబర్ లైక్ దట్. ద క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ గెటింగ్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ యువర్ ఎగ్జామ్. Try to find out where is the Malabar coastal plain. Just simply go to the coastal Kerala area. See, point ఏంటంటే అమ్మ, telling you again and again, మాలాబార్ కోస్టల్ ప్లేన్ అంటే ఈ మొత్తం ఈ ఏరియా మొత్తం బెటర్. ఇక్కడ ఈ ఏరియా మొత్తం పెట్టకండి. ఆ ఏరియా మొత్తం పెట్టిన అనుకోండి, ఇట్ విల్ బి కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ రాంగ్. నేను ఎక్కడైతే పాయింట్అవుట్ చేసానో ఆ ఏరియా మాత్రం యూ నీడ్ టు రైట్ డౌన్ అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు పాయింట్ ఇట్ లైక్ దిస్ అండ్ యూ హావ్ టు రైట్ డౌన్ మాలాబార్. If it is getting asked Kannada language, then you have to write down like this and Karnataka మాత్రమే కవర్ చేయాలా. If it is asked Konkan, that is a Maharashtra plus Goa rendu cover అయితే, and you have to write down like this. So that is your western coastal plain, and then you're having your eastern coastal plain. The first one is called Utkal. Ekkada undi Utkal coastal plain? In which area it is a Utkal coastal plain is present?
Odisha.
Yes, ma. It's called as Odisha, not Orissa. Gurtunchkoda amma pair change and it is called as Odisha. So this area, whatever this area is there that I'm pointing out right now here, with the black color on the right side, whatever this area is there, up to the here, this is entire Andhra Pradesh. The area aitundo is mottam Andhra Pradesh. So up to the area that I have drawn, akkada daka meeru point out cheshi, you can just simply have to write down that it is as a Utkal. It is as a Utkal coast. Utkal coast. And this coast is famous for crocodiles. This coast is famous for crocodiles. This coast is famous for the turtles. All over India lo ekko amount of turtles dorukedi Utkal coastal. And all over India lo ekko amount of like 3 types of turtles are there. Sorry, 3 types of crocodiles are there. Types any types of crocodiles unnayante, there is a 3 types of crocodiles can be found out in the Utkal coastal. And the turtles also, I hope you people know what is meant by turtle, tabel or whatever those things are there. The turtles can also be found out in a higher concentration in the Utkal coastal. So that is a special about your Utkal coast. And coming to your next one, that is a Sarkar coast. This entire Andhra Pradesh, this entire area, whatever I'm pointing out right now here, this entire area, whatever this entire area is there, this entire area is called as a Sarkar coast. This entire area is called as a Sarkar coast. So very simple. Peru Sarkar రావడానికి చిన్న హిస్టరీ ఉంది అక్కడ. Like this during the Telangana movement, we discussed that Andhra area ఏదైతే ఉందో is totally under the control of government, British government. So British government చేతిలో ఉండడం వల్ల వాళ్ళ గవర్నమెంట్ ని అప్పట్లో ఆంధ్ర వాళ్ళు ఏమని పిలుస్తుండే సర్కార్ అని పిలుస్తుండే. ద పీపుల్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆంధ్ర ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ యూస్ టు కాల్ ది బ్రిటిష్ గవర్నమెంట్ యాజ్ అ సర్కార్. సో దట్స్ వై దిస్ ఎంటైర్ ఏరియా కోస్టల్ ఏరియా గాట్ ద నేమ్ సర్కార్ కోస్టల్. రైట్ నో ఆల్సో దిస్ ఎంటైర్ ఏరియా ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ కోస్టల్ ఏరియా అవుతున్నప్పుడు కూడా సర్కార్ అని పిలుస్తారు. పేరు కూడా చేంజ్ లేదు. కలెక్టర్ ఆఫీస్ లో కానీ ఎక్కడైనా కానీ అక్కడ కూడా సేమ్ టు సేమ్ సర్కార్ అనే పదం ఉంది ఏ కోస్టల్ ఏరియా అవుతుందో. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు ద లాస్ట్ వన్, దట్ ఈస్ యువర్ this Tamil Nadu area. This entire whatever this entire thing is there, that is Tamil Nadu. This is called as a Coromandel. This is called as a Coromandel coast. And the good thing about this Coromandel coast, how you remember like memorize ఏ విధంగా చేసుకుంటారంటే Coromandel coast is a coast which receives the rainfall during a retreat monsoon. Just simple గుర్తుంచుకోండి, retreat monsoon lo matrame it will receive the rainfall. For example, if you take all the coastal plains, remaining coastal plains, Konkan coastal plain తీసుకోండి, Canara తీసుకోండి, Malabar తీసుకోండి, Utkal coast తీసుకోండి, Sarkar coast తీసుకోండి. All these coastal areas that I have said so far, all these coastal areas receives rainfall during the advanced monsoon. Advanced, as you people know in your weather chapter, whatever the monsoon season is there, divided into 2 types of monsoons. One is the advanced monsoon. The other one is the retreating monsoon. Another one is the retreating monsoon. So advanced monsoon lo rainfall ekkada all the coastal areas lo you will be having the rainfall. except which coastal areas లో మీకు rain వర్షం పడదు అంటే కోరమండల్ కోస్ట్. Now don't ask me sir why the కోరమండల్ వేరే అది డిఫరెంట్ స్టోరీ అది. కోరమండల్ కోస్ట్ లో మాత్రం రైన్ఫాల్ కాదు అడ్వాన్స్డ్ మాన్సూన్ లో, బట్ the only coastal area where the rainfall will happen means that is a retreating monsoon. Retreating monsoon lo rainfall aye only area that is none other than the Coromandel coast. Coromandel coast lo maatrame rainfall will. That is a so that's the way you have to remember. Coromandel coast anangane em gurtuku ravalante that the Coromandel coast is the one where it will not receive the rainfall during the advancing monsoon, but it receives the rainfall during the retreating monsoon. Retreating monsoon lo maatrame that they receive the respective rainfall annattu you have to remember. So this is your coastal plains. I hope you do, you understand this coastal plains. ఏ విధంగా మ్యాప్ పాయింట్ చేసినో సేమ్ టు సేమ్ ఇఫ్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ ద ఉత్కల్ కోస్ట్, go and see the Odisha. I have told you last class లో states లో discuss చేసేటప్పుడు what the Odisha is famous for. Like you are having so many number of temples are there in the Odisha. So Konark temple, Sun temple, Bhubaneswar temple, and what they are famous for means they are famous for the crocodiles, turtles, and all these things. Just try to remember like that. And you are having your Utkal coast, and the bottom of your Utkal coast is the Sarkar coast, and the bottom of the Sarkar coast is a Coromandel coast. Just you have to remember. So if you're not having any doubts, coastal plains is completed. Just simply raise your hands or turn on your mic and tell me. I will move forward to your next topic. Even doubts?
Understood, sir.
Even doubts on that, or else however the class is getting recorded, you can listen it. Pakka phone betesh point not a problem. Class record, I think you will listen it carefully once again. So this thing is also completed. What we completed means we completed your islands. Just remember Lakshadweep and Andaman, and then you are having coastal plains. Coastal plains is also completed. Third one from the bottom, that is a desert. Deadly easy. Definitely adu desert. Definitely means definitely he will ask you. You need to simply remember the Rajasthan area lo just simply only e point e area edaitundo area mottam petteshi same as it is. Just the way I'm doing right now, Peteshi, Thar Desert and Rashid. I hope you know, like Annit deadly easiest map pointing in the Thar Desert. See, most of the students, what they will do means, they will simply do this mistake. For you people, I'm telling you, don't do that mistake. ఎక్కడొక జాలకు ఇట్లా పాయింట్ అవుట్ చేసి సార్ ఇది థార్ డెజర్ట్ అని రాసిన అనుకోండి, వాడు ఒక్క ముక్క కూడా మార్పు వేయడం. టెల్లింగ్ యూ నో యూ విల్ నాట్ ఈవెన్ గివ్ యూ 1 mark also. ఇట్లా పాయింట్ ఎప్పుడు చేయాలంటే ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫర్ ద స్టేట్స్ గురించి కానివ్వండి, ప్లేసెస్ గురించి కానివ్వండి అట్లా అడిగితే యూ హ్యావ్ టు పాయింట్ అవుట్ లైక్ దిస్. బట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ అన్ ఎంటైర్ రీజన్. సో ఇఫ్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫర్ దర్ ఎంటైర్ రీజన్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో త్రూ దిస్ ఎంటైర్ ఏరియా. సో ఈ విధంగా లైక్ రఫ్లీ ఇట్లా పెట్టేసి, రఫ్ గా పెట్టిన కూడా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, నడుస్తుంది. పెట్టేసి యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ డౌన్ థర్డ్. అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ లైక్ దే ఆర్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ left side. They are extremely left side of what are these ranges are called. ఈ రేంజెస్ ఏమని పిలుస్తారు? థార్ డెజర్ట్ కి రైట్ సైడ్ లో ఉంటది. ఈ రేంజెస్ కి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఏమో థార్ డెజర్ట్ ఉంటది. వాట్ ఆర్ దిస్ రేంజెస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్? ఎనీవన్?
Aravalli ranges.
Very good. Very good, ma. Very good. These ranges are called as. Always remember, Thar Desert is present extremely left of the Aravalli Desert. And I have told you in the physiogeography class, cheppinalo నాకు తెలియదు. థార్ డెజర్ట్ ఫామ్ అవ్వడానికి one of the major reason is the Aravalli ranges. Aravalli ranges are actually responsible for the formation of the Thar. అక్కడ వర్షం పడకపోవడానికి కారణం, sand dunes form అవడానికి కారణం, and everything is because of the presence of the Aravalli ranges. Just always remember, right now a desert form అవడానికి కారణం ఎవరు అంటే Aravalli ranges. And మీ ఎగ్జామ్ లో మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ లో Aravalli ranges కూడా అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంది. Just simply go to the Rajasthan Thar Desert ki right side of the Aravalli ranges. Just the way I have pointed out like this, you have to point it out the Aravalli ranges and point out chain, and it will be done. So your respect to this desert is also completed. Just wait a second. Desert is also completed, and coastal plains completed, island completed, desert completed, and the next one is the peninsular plateau. The next one is the peninsular plateau. The next one is the peninsular plateau. Wait a second. The next one is the peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau. So very simple. Whatever the plateaus in your textbook, it is clearly given that whatever the plateaus are there, they are divided into two types. One is called as Central Highlands. See, you are getting revision also. Revision కూడా అవుతుంది మీకు. ఒకటేమో Central Highlands, ఇంకోటేమో Deccan Plateau. ఇంకోటేమో Deccan Plateau. Two things are there. One is the Central Highlands and the other one is the Deccan Plateau. Central Highlands ki two locations which I'm telling you, this will definitely ask you your map pointing. Central Highlands lo he has given two plateaus. So one is called as the Malwa Plateau and the other one is called as the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau. I have explained this one in during the classes only. Malwa. See, understand the name. Padam lone undi. They are Central Highlands, not Highlands. Central Highlands. Central Highlands means they are present at the center of the India. They are present at the center of the India. And two locations, two plateaus has been given. One is called as a Malwa Plateau. Malwa Plateau is present near Madhya Pradesh. Same to same map pointing. ఈ విధంగా పెట్టేసి మధ్యప్రదేశ్ దగ్గర పెట్టేసి ఈ విధంగా పెట్టి మల్వా ప్లాట్యూ రాసేను. బౌండరీస్ అటు ఇటు మిస్ అయిన కూడా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు ఈ ఏరియాలో. And Chota Nagpur Plateau, which is present in the Chhattisgarh and the Jharkhand. You have to write down like this. This is the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Map pointing పెట్టేసి Chota Nagpur Plateau పెట్టేసి అయిపోతుంది. Chota Nagpur Plateau, Malwa Plateau, and the other one is the Chota Nagpur. So they are coming under the heading called as the Central Highlands. కొందరు మహానుభావులు సెంట్రల్ హైలాండ్స్ లో ఉన్న మల్వా ప్లాట్యూ తీసుకపోయి కింద ఎక్కడ పెట్టడానికి ప్రయత్నిస్తారు. ఇక్కడ పెట్టి సార్ దిస్ ఇస్ యువర్ మల్వా ప్లాట్యూ, ఇది మల్వా ప్లాట్యూ సార్ అని అంటారు. అండ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ రాంగ్. Because why it is wrong? Because పేర్లను ఉంది that these two whatever these plateaus are there comes under the Central Highlands. ఇండియాలో సెంట్రల్ లో ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి సెంట్రల్ హైలాండ్స్ లో ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి these two things you have to keep. One is the Malwa Plateau which is present at the head of the Madhya Pradesh. This is the Madhya Pradesh area, and the other one is the Chhattisgarh Jharkhand, that is called as a Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chinna Nagpur, it is called as Chinna Nagpur. And already on the class I have told you Nagpur is also there in your Maharashtra ikkadekano Nagpur untadi. That Nagpur is different and this Nagpur is different. That Nagpur is one of the city in Maharashtra lo oka city adi, and it is famous for the oranges. Maharashtra lo unna Nagpur edaithe undo it is famous for the oranges. But this Chota Nagpur Plateau, which is present in the Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, is highly famous for the minerals. Bauxite ganiyandi, bauxite, that is the aluminum ganiyandi, iron ganiyandi, or any other minerals ganiyandi can be found out very easily in this respective Chota Nagpur Plateau. So this is your Central Highlands. I hope it is clear because only two locations has been given, Malwa Plateau and the Deccan Plateau. And the next one is the Deccan Plateau. The next one is the Deccan Plateau, and you have to carefully map on your Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau ni matram careful ga map pointing cheyala because మొత్తం మేడ పడితే ఆడ మీరు పెట్టుకుంటూ పోతా అంటే మాత్రం కుదరదు. This entire area that I have drawn here right now, this this same to same you have to draw like this, and you can have to write down as a Deccan Plateau. If you see what are the textbook lo clear ga ichindo, north side emundi, south side emundi, east side emundi, west side emundi of the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau ki north side emundi, east side emundi, west side emundi, south side emundi. Whatever I have drawn there, if you go and see your north side, you will come across two ranges. I'm telling you, these two ranges are also highly important. This range and there is another range. These are the ranges, group of mountains. The upper range is called as Narmada range. The bottom range is called as Satpura range. Two ranges untayama Central India lo. Two ranges are there. Satpura range. Two ranges are there. Narmada range and adiginappudu Gujarat. This is your Gujarat now. This is your Gujarat area. Gujarat ki right side ee vidhanga waves pettukunnavani waves. Gujarat ki right side waves pettukunnavani Narmada. Dani kindane you have to find out and another waves like pettukunta poi Satpura ranges and better. Two important ranges are there in the Central India. One is the Narmada ranges, and Narmada ki kinda ఏ range ఉందంటే Satpura ranges ఉన్నాయి. So north side of Deccan Plateau ki ఏముందంటే Satpura range ఉంది. North side Deccan Plateau of the north side what is present is, yes ma sorry Satpura range అని చెప్పిన is a Vindhya range actually. not Narmada. I think I'll tell why I have told you the Narmada and Endukanam tarvata cheptadu. It is called as the Vindhya Ranges. It is called as the Vindhya Ranges. It is called as the Vindhya Ranges. Vindhya Ranges ki kinda Satpura Ranges. I'll tell you why I have told you the that Narmada and Endukanam tarvata chepta, because there is particular reason is there. And north side you are having Satpura range, and on the west side you are having this entire this from that starting point nunchi bottom point daka, starting point nunchi bottom point, this entire thing that I have drawn right now is called as the Western Ghats. Western side of Deccan Plateau is what it is present means Western Ghats is present, and the eastern side which is discontinuous in nature, continuous ga ledadi, discontinuous in nature, what is present means there is a respective thing called as a Eastern Ghats are present. Eastern Ghats are present. Eastern Ghats are present. So if you see carefully, so map చూడండి, at the center you are having Deccan Plateau, center lo Deccan Plateau undi, this is your Deccan Plateau. North lo Satpura range undi, western side Western Ghats, eastern side Eastern Ghats. See మధ్యలో ఈ ప్లేస్ ఏవైతే వద్దనో they are actually plains, plain areas. Whatever those areas that I have left it now, though actually the Western Plains, idantha Western Plains area, idantha Eastern Plains area. So Western Ghats ante same to same you have to map point like this only. ఈ విధంగా మొత్తం దించుకుంటూ పోవాలి పై నుంచి కింద దాకా, from where something from here పై నుంచి కింద దాకా మొత్తం దించుకుంటూ పోవాలి. You have to draw inter like this. From this point, if it is map pointing low, Western Ghats adute from this point to the respective bottom side. Eastern Ghats adute from this side to the bottom side up here. And the bottom, wherever these two mixes now, wherever these two things mixes, that is called as a Nilgiri Hills. Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats evaithunayo, they unite at one point at the bottom, that is called as a Nilgiri Hills. So what you will do means just try to exit and try to reconnect again. Ide same class, time is completed. I want to complete this topic. Ekkada complete ayyadanka chesta. Just try to exit and try to reconnect once again.